Yo, what is up, guys? It's the Nightwing at Way of Life Esports coming at you guys with another League of Legends video here today. So, as we already know, Reignover is going to be Cloud9's newest head coach, replacing longtime head coach Reaper. They also had to let go of Rapidstar because of his mandatory military service, so Rapidstar has now went back to the LCK. Also, with coaching changes coming into Cloud9, that means you have to factor in they need to redo their coaching staff. The big thing I think Jack cited out in the videos that he did do in the offseason was that their problems for the C9 LOL team came from the coaching staff. So that means that they're going to be revamping their coaching staff, and here are their coaching staff along with Reignover. So you have Mithy, Veigar V2, and Max Waldo. So the Veigar V2 guy that everyone's kind of flaming Cloud9 for right now, I don't know about that situation, so I'm not going to comment on that personally. I'm just going to comment on Mithy. So now you'll have Sven, Mithy, and you'll have Perks. So you'll basically have G2 of 2016 and 2017 reunited. As we already know from most things behind the scenes and most things in the past G2 content that they would do, is that Mithy and Sven really like each other. Perks really enjoys playing with Sven. So I think that having this strong lineup with coaches and a player is really going to bring in that really nice stern dynamic that C9 has always needed, personally, in my own personal opinion. I do agree with some people when you're talking about Cloud9 that sometimes they do have a lot of fun, and having fun is perfectly fine, obviously, because the pro players' schedules are really intensive, so you want to make sure you obviously want to have fun, but sometimes you have to be serious if you want to win, and I think that Mithy is going to bring in that serious element. And also, if Reignover starts slipping up at some point, maybe, and Cloud9 start losing some games, you might see Mithy promoted to the head coach. I think if Reignover doesn't really work out this year and win C9 the trophy at the end of summer, or get C9 to MSI, potentially next year, you could see Mithy being C9's head coach. And let's be honest here, I don't think Mithy did anything wrong to warrant him out of being Fnatic's head coach. I mean, second place, yeah, both split, second place. Then you also had Fnatic almost beating Top Esports at the 2020 World Championship. So I personally think Cloud9 has won the offseason, even though they've been touted to lose the offseason so much. You know, I think that having these strong personalities on the team will make sure that what happened at the end of the LCS 2020 Summer Split doesn't happen again for Cloud9, because as we already know, Cloud9 is not even looking at winning North America. Cloud9 wants to go back to Worlds, and personally, it was really sad not seeing them at Worlds, guys. Like, I've been seeing them at Worlds for damn near 6 years straight, so when they failed, I was so mad because I know they can do better. They know they can do better. And when people say, oh, don't change my favorite player, I love him, I want this guy's cock straight down my throat with his balls dangling on my mouth. Shut the fuck up. We need changes. I don't care if you like somebody. It's not a popularity contest. You need to make changes if they don't work. And there's no reason to run back the same thing and it clearly does not work. So literally, that's why I said make changes. So once they already announced they were changing out Reaper, they were changing out fucking Licorice, I was like, hey, might as well change out fucking Niski then, because he underperformed too. So hey, let's start changing out everybody then, if you're going to make that broad of a decision, obviously. But I'm really, really excited for Cloud9 this year. As you guys already know, definitely wearing their merch. I have more Cloud9 stuff to open up on my main channel. If you guys want to see me open up like my esports jerseys or my other Cloud9 merch or anything that's not really put on here, my main channel will have that. It's in my mail day section that's titled for Yu-Gi-Oh! But at the end of those mail day videos, whenever I have like League of Legends merch or like esports team merch, I usually just open it up at the end of the video. So if you guys ever want to know where that's at, I just put it there. But overall, for Cloud9's coaching staff and their team, it's a really, really strong core for Cloud9. You have players that have already won. You have a core of players in Cloud9 who previously won in Blabber and Vulcan. The only question mark, really, technically, for a lot of C9 fans would be Fudge. I personally think it's going to be Blabber. I think Blabber is the question mark. I think Fudge will do pretty well. I actually think I'm gonna stick my neck out here. I think Fultz will do pretty well. The problem is, will be Blabber. So that's my personal question mark. So yeah, I'm really proud of Cloud9. I've always been proud of them, and when they disappoint me, I get a little angry because I know they can do better. They know they can do better. So that's kind of all it is, All right, so another piece of news is that, what was this? Biofrost announces break from pro play, will stream this spring. So I'm not really sure if this is a retirement because he said he's taking a break. I'm gonna just read this. Friday, December 4th, TSM and Biofrost announced he would be taking a break from professional League of Legends to stream. Biofrost entered the LCS on TSM in 2016 summer, playing with the org for 2.5 years throughout his career, winning 4 titles with the team and attending Worlds 3 times, including his last split with the team this summer. Biofrost has played for 2 LCS teams across his 4.5 years, TSM and CLG. Biofrost's break marks the 3rd TSM player from the 2020 season who left professional League of Legends in the offseason, with both Bjergsen and Doublelift announcing their retirement last month. TSM has kept only 1 player from their 2020 summer roster, and that would be Spica. Biofrost's announcement is different than Doublelift and Bjergsen's, however, as he claims he is taking a break to stream and relax from the stress and long hours of pro play, indicating he may make a return in the future. He made the decision after exploring several opportunities. Doublelift himself took a similar break in 2016/2017. During the season, Biofrost was traded out for TSM Academy support Treats, who played the first chunk of playoffs before Biofrost returned as the main starter. TSM had various struggles throughout the season and into the start of playoffs, but made a losers bracket run to take another title, advancing to Worlds as the first NA seed. Biofrost was a part of the team's rebound and was the sole support of the team at Worlds 2020. They exited Worlds without a win, however, becoming the first major region's first seed to go 0-6 in the group stage. And then Biofrost later on tweeted this: after exploring various opportunities, I will be taking a break competitively this spring split. I mean, in the meantime, I will be streaming almost every day. Okay? So, I personally think, I don't know if he really wasn't get a team, though. Like, I'm being honest here, I don't think people in the LCS would have really went for him. He might have had to play Academy. I don't personally know right now, because when you're looking at where the LCS is headed, I think it's going to be harder for the longtime veterans to really get in. And I personally think that with Biofrost performing as bad as he did at the 2020 World Championship, I don't know if he would have been an automatic starter on a team, unless he's going to go to some really bottom feeder shitty team like Dignitas. Then most likely, I personally think, because you kind of factor in the LCS in the offseason was all about removing that old guard and then going into a newer era of players. And I'm going to have more videos for the offseason right now talking about all these various things, but I'm just going to cover the Biofrost thing right now, which is, I don't know specifically if he would have been playing on an LCS team as a starter, unless he's going to a team that is willing to either take a bet, or you're going to a bad team that you're maybe banking on the fact that they're going to put a halfway decent roster around you. So I think it's good for him to take a break, because let's just say if he has a change of heart where he wants to obviously play pro again, because that's happened with some players who have went to streaming. They want to go back and compete again. Happened with Doublelift. They just come back and there's a team obviously that does pretty bad, and then later on might be able to step in if a team has some problems with a player that they might want to change out. So these are things that you must consider when a player obviously announces a break. This is not a full-on retirement, but definitely you could see a lot of these LCS veterans that we know and love potentially probably, start retiring, because let's be honest, they've been playing for a long time. So, the fact that they could inevitably, go to retirement is imminent. We had Bjergsen do it, Doublelift. You also had Golden Glue retire, Mithy, Afromoo. I'm not too sure about them. Sneaky, I'm not too sure about. There's been no announcement of that yet. So let's see where this goes. And that's pretty much it. See you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. I'm the Nightwing and Way of Life Esports. It's signing out, guys. Peace. You guys have a good day. Yo, it's the Nightwing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video that you guys just watched. And if you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and a comment down below. And if you never want to miss out on a single upload, make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever I post a video. Thank you guys for the continued support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.